Hi. Good morning. We're just sitting here waiting till 7 o'clock before we start. But you're very welcome. And yeah, I'll say something more in a moment. Good morning, everybody. You've got me this morning instead of Kate. It's one of Kate's daughter's birthdays today, so she's taking the morning off to be with her daughter and celebrate her birthday. So that's nice, isn't it? So she'll be here tomorrow. Kate will be. We've just swapped over. Kate will be here tomorrow morning. Good morning, Sarah. Good to see you. And if this is your first time here on a Monday, we're going to be doing a really relaxing body awareness meditation, what we call a body scan. Just a way of relaxing the body, starting the day off well. And I'll guide it all. So if you haven't done it before, it's very straightforward. Good morning, Shobit. Well, I think there may be less of us this morning with it being a bank holiday. People doing other things, staying in bed, maybe even. How lovely. Hello, Philippa. Good to see you. And Michelle. No, it's not Kate's birthday, Shobit. It's her daughter's birthday. It's her daughter is, I can't remember how old, 9 today, I think. Something like that. So Kate's staying off to give her a really lovely morning. Okay, so it's just gone 7, so we'll begin. Welcome everybody, and welcome to anybody who's tuning in later in the day or at any other time. Good to see you. And we're going to do body awareness this morning, as we usually do on a Monday. And as I say, Kate's doing tomorrow. She's celebrating her daughter's birthday this morning. Good morning, Mark. Good to see you. So we're going to do a body awareness meditation, and I just wanted to say a few words about our bodies, really, and about being human in a way. We sort of take being alive for granted, don't we? We mutter and moan quite a lot in our lives, at least I do, about the difficulties in our lives and the aches and pains and And really when you think about it, how wonderful to be here, how mysterious to be here, to be breathing and living and engaging with the world. How special is that when we stop to think about it? How mysterious and wonderful. And really one of the things that it's good to cultivate is generosity to just the fact that we are alive. And then beyond that, a gratitude to our bodies, because we take our bodies for granted, I think, at times. Well, certainly I do. And it's only when they start to hurt that we get a bit upset with them. But we don't often stop and think, thank you, body. Thank you for being so good. Thank you for being here for me. We so rely on our bodies. They're so important to us. And yet we take them for granted. So part of this meditation is really appreciating our bodies. They may not be perfect. They may be quite imperfect. But they do keep us here. They do keep us alive. They keep us operating and working in the world. They give us the ability to enjoy our lives, at least to some extent. So, good morning, Maggie. Good to see you. And I'll pass your message on, Shobit. So I'm going to read the poem before we start. This is by Tsongkhapa, who is a Tibetan Buddhist teacher in the 14th century, I think. Yeah, the 14th century. So late 1300s he was around. And I love this poem because it just sort of encourages me to be grateful to my body and to my life. So it's called This Human Body. This human body at peace with itself is more precious than the rarest gem. Cherish your body. It is yours this one time only. This human form is won with difficulty, and it's easy to lose. All worldly things are brief, like lightning in the sky. This life you must know as the tiny splash of a raindrop, a thing of beauty that disappears even as it comes into being. Therefore, set your goal. Make use of every day and night to achieve it. So that's good. I just wanted to check before we carry on. Can you hear me okay? I've got a new microphone. And just before I launch into meditation. Sorry, I should have muted when I coughed. Can anybody tell me if that's okay? Just to reassure me, because I've had some difficulty in the last week or so with microphones. Great, thanks, Mark. So that was a poem by Tsongkhapa, and it's about our precious human life. So in this meditation, we're just having a sense of gratitude to our lives and to our bodies, and just noticing actually that they're there. So and that they help us to that they are essential to our lives, and to love our body, to bring kindness to our body. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so we'll begin. Just maybe taking a few deep breaths. And just settling. Just having a sense of being here, right now, right in this moment. Just opening up our awareness as much as we can. Opening up our senses to our experience. Sense of the air brushing our skin, maybe warm or maybe cold. Any sounds we can hear. And just accepting any sounds that we can hear, not trying to push them away or get involved in them, just noticing them. Noticing the contact with whatever we're sitting or lying on. And noticing how that feels in the body. Not thinking about it particularly, just noticing the experience of contact with the chair, the floor, the bed, the cushion. What's that feel like right now? And allowing yourself to be held by whatever you're sitting or lying on. Just feeling the pull of gravity, this sense of the earth holding on to you, keeping you safe. Got nowhere to go, nothing to do for the next 25 minutes. It is your time, the time for relaxation. Just noticing the breath in the body, the chest rising and falling. Filling and emptying with the life-giving breath, keeping our bodies going. And try not to breathe in any particular way, just allowing your body to breathe the way it wishes. Just nice and easy. So we're going to take a journey through our bodies, just noticing any sensations that we can, just appreciating all that our bodies do for us. And if as we go you can't feel anything much in any particular area, that's okay. The main thing is not to shut off. If you can't feel anything or you can't feel very much in a particular part of the body, then just staying open, being curious, relaxing and allowing any other sensations to feed through. Not trying too hard though. Don't need to put a lot of effort in. We just need to notice. And when you get distracted, just coming back to whatever part of the body we're looking at. Not worrying about that either. So we'll begin at the shoulders. You might notice the shoulders rise and fall as we breathe in and breathe out. And as we breathe out and they drop, just allowing any tension to drop away. We do tend to hold tension in the neck and the shoulders. And usually we just try and push it away. So instead of pushing any tension away, just noticing it with kindness. And as the shoulders drop on the out-breath, just letting any tension slip away down through the body as much as you can. And again on the next out breath. And again. And if there's any tension or pain remaining, just having a sense of real kindness to it, taking care of it. Moving up the back of the neck to the crown of the head. What can you feel here? You feel the hair or a tightness of the skin? Maybe nothing, and that's okay as well. Moving round to the forehead. You're probably frowning, I would guess. You may not be, but it's likely that you are. We always tend to hold our foreheads quite rigidly. So just allowing the forehead to relax. Any frown, letting it drop out. And the same with the face. We present our faces to the world. We don't need to do that just now. So just letting the facial muscles relax as well. Letting the face sag. So that the forehead and the face just completely relaxed. Completely loose. How does that feel? Letting the eyes be soft in the sockets. Just relaxed. And the jaw slightly dropping open. Moving down the throat. What can you feel there? Anything? Maybe try swallowing. Can feel the throat. And back to the shoulders. Just relaxing again as the shoulders drop on each out breath. And we're going to move down the arms now. Beginning with the upper arms. Can you feel anything there? Just an aliveness, maybe quite a faint aliveness it might be. A tingling. Can you feel the boniness of the elbows? Again, if you can't, that's all right. Don't try too hard. And the lower arms. And the wrist, the inside of the wrist. The blood supply is very close to the skin on the inside of the wrist, so you might be able to just feel your pulse. If you really zoom in, focus in on the inside of the wrist. Can you feel that? Again, if you can't, that's okay. Lots of people can't. And we get to the hands. Now, what do the hands feel like? Can you feel the bundle of energy that we call the hands? Lots and lots of tingling and warmth, maybe dampness, particularly in the finger ends. Can you feel that tingling? Just spare energy, just energy in the hands waiting to be used. Aliveness. So returning now to the shoulders. We're going to go down the back of the body, beginning with the upper back. You notice it's moving, the upper back and the sides of the back, expanding and contracting as we breathe in and breathe out. Can you notice that movement? Moving down the back, noticing if you can the muscles in the back, lots of strong muscles. Maybe some of you may even be able to feel your spine. Not easy. I find that difficult. But you might be able to. Moving down then to the lower back. You might notice there's an echo of the breath here too. Just the lower back just moving very subtly to the breath. And the hips, big bony structures, not easy to feel into, maybe. Except when they hurt, and then we can feel them very well. Can you feel them when they're not hurting? Or just getting a sense of something being there. And moving down to the bottom. And the contact with the chair, if we're sitting on a chair or cushion. If we're lying down, noticing the contact all the way along our backs and buttocks. And you might notice the sitting bones inside the bottom, one on each side. Different sensation for the sitting bones. If they weren't there, we'd maybe collapse in a blob. Moving down the back of the legs. The big muscles at the top of the back, the hamstrings. Probably quite relaxed. Can you feel anything there? And the calf muscles further down. Again, probably quite relaxed. Just noticing what you can about them. And the ankles. Bony bits are much more difficult to feel, I think, for me anyway. So just seeing what you can sense around the ankles. There's certainly something there. Moving to the heel of the foot. And then the sole of the foot. So the sole of the foot is a cornucopia of sensations. Just so much going on there. Can you feel it? Can you feel all the tingling in the sole of the foot? Not worrying if you can't, but just exploring for a few moments the feelings in the sole of the foot. Just relaxing and letting them appear. Just enjoying all this activity, all this life and aliveness. And feeling now into the toes. Might need to wiggle the toes a bit. What can you feel there? Can you feel the big toe? Maybe each little toe, each of the smaller toes, or maybe they're just one massive toe. Whatever you can feel. And moving to the top of the foot. Noticing what's there. You might notice the feeling of socks or tights or other clothing on the upper part of the foot. And then the shin bone, the shin. And again, might be difficult to get a big sensation of how the shin feels, but maybe you can feel the skin stretched over it or clothing brushing the skin. Moving up to the knee of the big bony bit. You might feel some slight tension in the knee if you're sitting. The knee is working at an angle. Just staying open to feeling the richness of different parts of the body. And moving up to the upper leg at the front, the quadriceps, more big muscles. And if you're sitting on a chair or cross-legged, then you will be stretching these slightly. Just noticing that stretch. If you're lying, seeing if you can just notice them at ease, relaxing. And moving up into the belly. Does that feel like? If there is softness, if you're relaxed, might be a hardness if you're not relaxed. Or the belly can just feel loose, can't it? It just can feel all over the place. And just noticing how it is without judging. And moving up to the abdomen, just below the rib cage. There can be all sorts of feelings in the abdomen as well. Just like the belly, pleasant or unpleasant, or sometimes just neutral, difficult to find. You notice the abdomen moving slightly as you breathe. And moving up to the chest, the upper body. How's that? Is it relaxed? Is it a bit tight? However it is, just having a sense of kindly appreciation towards it. So in all our body, we get sometimes pain or discomfort, sometimes severe, sometimes quite dull. And this applies particularly to the front of the body as well. But whenever we get pain in the body, our tendency is to try and ignore it or push it away or not want it. And actually that makes it worse. So any discomfort that you can feel anywhere in the body, just having a sense of loving kindness towards it, turning towards it with care and compassion, just being with it, snuggling up to it. You'll find that this will really help. Just looking after any discomfort. And it can be physical or it can be emotional. The feelings that arise in the body when we're angry or upset, disappointed, excited, grief-stricken. Just really turning towards the feelings that arise with loving kindness. And finally, taking in the whole of the body, the whole of this precious breathing body. And having a sense of gratitude to it for all that our bodies do for us. This human body, at peace with itself, is more precious than the rarest gem. Cherish your body. It is yours this one time only. This human form is won with difficulty. It is easy to lose. All worldly things are brief, like lightning in the sky. This life you must know as the tiny splash of a raindrop, a thing of beauty that disappears even as it comes into being. Therefore set your goal, make use of every day and night to achieve it. Thank you, everybody. I hope that's helped set you up for the Monday bank holiday, for Easter Monday, and have a really good day. Just say hello to Maggie. You bought the One Robe, this book, One Robe, One Bowl. It is very inspirational. I've been reading some poems last week from it, and yeah, it's very good. Well done. Enjoy it. Anyway, so that's it for this morning. Just hello to Isabel, who's been here, and Philippa, and Emma, and I'll be back again on Wednesday, but Kate will be here tomorrow. We've just swapped days this week, and so maybe you can come and see her tomorrow and enjoy some meditation with her. But thank you for being with me. It's just fantastic. It's just great being with you in the morning and doing these meditations. So have a really nice day. Enjoy your day. The sun's coming out in York, so I hope it's out where you are. And lots of love to you, and take care.